Hey folks, Silent Techie here and welcome back to the channel. So, as you can see, we are in Minecraft today because I'm honestly not feeling the best, so I didn't want to really go on camera. So yes, this is a video I've been putting off for a little bit now, and I thought, well look, I do want to get to it at some point, so I might as well just get to it now. So, here we are in Minecraft. All looks pretty normal, like you've just woken up in a bed that's meant to be here, but I'm too lazy to put in. And you step outside by breaking down your brick wall to, oh my god, what's happened? Everything looks so nice. So, I guess bad theatrics aside, I'm showcasing the Sonic Aether's Unbelievable Shaders, I believe it's called, for Minecraft. So as you can see, it's pretty crazy. So I've downloaded the Ultra HD textures, and wow, it looks almost just like ray tracing. So for those of you who don't know, ray tracing is coming to Minecraft very soon. So, you know, this is probably similar to what that will look like when that version drops, but even then you'll still need a ray tracing compatible graphics card to, you know, get the effects of ray tracing. Whereas this, as you can see, I'm running it on a Radeon RX 570, which is a budget card and definitely not RTX supported, or ray tracing supported, but you know what I mean. So we're not running at a particularly great FPS here with the HD textures and also with the Ultra HD textures, running at about 35 to 40-ish FPS. But Minecraft is not a game where you need the most high refresh rate, so you know, it looks alright and plays alright. So as you can see, the waves in the water not only give it a more realistic look as to how water would sort of behave in a closed environment like this, but just also just how you can look into the water and see the bottom of the lake, whereas before with the old shaders you would not be able to do that, or if you did, that'd be very dark indeed. So yeah, this is actually pretty great. So not only does this affect the water, which adds quite a bit of realism to the game, it adds some nice, I think, some nice shading to the trees as well. As well as some nice effects to the trees. Now, I'm not sure whether the trees, like the leaves, moved in Minecraft before. From memory, I don't think they did, but I certainly noticed it straight away when I started using these shaders. So, just looking around, you can see the shadows from this great tower of glass and whatever material I've used underneath there to create a beacon. You can see how the shadow is moving, and it's actually and it's got a pretty good color to it as well. So they're actually pretty decent shaders. So not only does this affect, like, you know, shadows and the water, it also affects light. So let's go into my not so secret lair, and whoosh, a face full of light, which might not seem that much, but let's go into the caves, where you'll see the effects of the light a little bit better. So looking around, you can see that it's actually that the light is bouncing off of the walls extremely well. And just to showcase this, look at the lava down here. See the orange haze that's coming up above the middle of the screen. That is the reflections of like the light from the lava bouncing off all the blocks around it. So like this looks a lot like ray tracing. However, it is not. This uses a technique of rendering called path tracing. So it's unique. So path tracing is unique in a few ways. So for ray tracing, the computer sends out a ray to every pixel, and when that ray hits an object, instead of recording the data straight away, it actually allows it to bounce around to another light source, which can then be used to calculate shadows and illumination and such. So if an object is reflective or refractive, then a new ray is sent to then determine any new shadows or objects. But path tracing is a little bit different. So the computer is still sending a ray through every pixel, but when a ray then hits an object, instead of tracing a new ray to where the light sources are, it keeps bouncing the same ray between the scene objects, or in this case, the different blocks and miscellaneous objects within the game, and it bounces it between them as many times as necessary to get to the light source, which as you can see allows for a much more detailed and comprehensive look at some of the textures here. So as you can see, like, this hasn't just affected the this hasn't just affected the shadows of the game. It has actually radically changed textures within the game here. Like, look at the way that these sea lanterns emit light. It's actually quite nice. And this isn't just a rasterization technique either. This is a really nice, like, path trace, as I explained before, and it clearly shows. So using this technique isn't without its problems. So using this technique is not without its problems. As you can see here, my CPU isn't really being used, but my GPU, however, is pretty much under the max. And I can't blame it really, because this is a really intensive workload for something. No! Well, I guess we're gonna make the other way. But yeah, I can't blame it, because this is a really intensive workload, and to be fair, it doesn't actually support it within the AMD drivers for any sort of real-time path tracing or real-time ray tracing. So basically, this mod allows people who either don't want to get a real-time ray tracing compatible card, or like me, just cannot buy one right now due to the pretty expensive costs. This sort of acts like a poor man's ray tracing, where I'm able to experience and enjoy some of the benefits of a ray traced like environment without the ray tracing tax. So thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you like this video, and feel free to comment down below if you want me to show you how to install this mod, if you're curious about it or not, because I'll be more than happy to show you that. Click subscribe for more tech videos coming your way, and I'll catch you all in the next one, or at least I'll catch you after my nap.